Do you think that most of your head impacts were blocking or being tackled or head hitting the ground?
How many other concussions have you had during your football career?
I don't even know the number of concussions that he had, but I think it's somewhere around 5 or something like that.
Steve Largent came to us due to concern about exposure to a lot of head trauma throughout his playing career. He expressed to me that he's been playing football from a really young age.
When you think about those things and think about being part of that brotherhood that very few people understand, why do you think it's important to share your story?
My name is Steve Largent, and I played for 14 years in Seattle. I had the pleasure to play the first year that Seattle was a franchise. I just had a super time. You know, football is a tough game, and it was a lot tougher when I played than it is today, even though I respect the game more now than I even did when I played. And it was a violent game, it really was. And I knew that and continued playing because I love the game. Lights out.
Largent is down after taking that hard shot to the head by Harden.
And boy, his head just snapped right back. Steve Largent took a mean lick.
They put you in the hospital after that, or you just observed you after the game?
Right.
You finally went home?
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to get over that?
I played the next week.
Next week.
And I think we were pretty concerned.
So to start off with, what's your understanding as to why you're here for this evaluation as part of the Hall of Fame Health program?
Because my wife made me.
That is not.
We're here in NorthShore in Chicago to kind of take advantage of an offer to be examined, and I'm specifically looking at an examination of my head.
1 or 2 concussions in high school, 1 or 2 in college, and 5 in the NFL, is that right?
Yeah.
How would you summarize the problems you're having?
Memory.
First of all, when Steve was 50, he had a stroke. What we don't really know is, are all of his memory issues related to the stroke, or are they related to concussions, or what's going on?
It takes me longer, if I can even recall, what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm going to the store, or who I'm supposed to be picking up.
We're learning a lot about concussion and brain health. We look at the person as a whole picture rather than just, oh, you've had 8 concussions due to football, it must be this. There could be other contributing factors.
I'm going to give you 3 simple words to remember. I'll ask you before we leave, unless I forget to ask you. And that's baseball, love, and red. Just take a minute and...
Baseball,
love,
and red.
Yeah, just commit that to memory. It's not just the wear and tear to your physical body, it's the wear and tear of the prior injuries or maybe unknown injuries to the brain.
There are lots of athletes that have concerns about what repetitive trauma can do to ultimately their performance during the time of their playing career or in a delayed fashion for long-term brain health.
Do you remember those 3 words?
They were baseball, red, shoot, I had them all memorized.
The third was a feeling.
Yeah, shoot, I can't remember now.
Brain health, it's nice that it's getting some attention these days, because for so long, coaches would say, what's going on? Why can't you learn the plays? You seemed out of it today. Could be related to brain health.
I want to make sure I've done everything in my power to address issues that I might have and not wait until there's not time left.
Everybody is tied in to making sure that the patient has the best experience from start to finish, and that includes everything. That might be who parks your car, what are you having for lunch, how are you getting home? You've got to take care of the whole spectrum of care. I found it interesting that NFL players are sometimes a little anxious to talk about even their physical ailments, right?
I think it's important because there are a lot of guys that are kind of, lying in the weeds. They are reticent about coming forward and talking about their issue.
I think there's a lot of culture around being tough, wanting to maintain their position.
You're kind of always encouraged to push through it. You don't have a minute to pause, and you have to get out there on the field and do your job. So your emotional health sometimes takes a back seat.
There is a toughness piece of playing football. You got to be mentally tough, you got to be physically tough, but this is about taking care of your body, taking care of your health.
Being tough on the football field doesn't mean you have to hold things in and tough things out. It actually takes a lot of courage and strength to say, this isn't right and I need help.
You have to give him a lot of credit that he has the courage to come forward.
Guys need to learn to take care of themselves when they don't have a trainer or they don't have a doctor that's by their side all the time like it was when we played football.
I think one of the things that we've tried to do, wearing my Hall of Fame hat now, is to make it easy for players, to give them a single phone number, and you call, and they'll take care of everything else.
Hall of Fame Health talked about their mission of really taking care of heroes and their family members who didn't have access to great care, and that fits perfectly with our mission. That's why we exist. We're here to help get rid of pain, restore function. Our missions coincide perfectly.
We're so excited about this relationship with Hall of Fame Health, to be able to provide more players like Steve Largent with a bridge for really good quality care.
You know, everything was kind of laid out before me, and they really made it easy. We couldn't be more pleased with the quality of service, the quality of people giving those services to you, and I'm really excited about the future, the present, but also the future of Hall of Fame Health.
Healthcare professionals across the country are your teammates. Your family members, your community are your teammates. Working together as a team, that's how you win games. That's how you get through life.